Good day, students. It is time for mathematics. I remain your mathematics teacher, Mr. Ocholo Humphrey C. The topic we'll be looking at today is fractions and percentages. Fractions and percentages. The two types of fractions are common fraction and decimal fraction. Common fraction has numerator, that is dividend, and denominator, that is divisor, and in some cases a mixture of whole number, numerator, and denominator. Examples are 1/2, 3 whole number, 2/5, etc. Decimal fraction has a decimal point. It is a fraction whose denominator is 10 or higher powers of 10. Examples include 0.5, which is equal to 0.5 all over 10, 0.125 all over 1000, etc. On the other hand, a percentage is a fraction of an amount expressed as a particular number of hundreds of that amount. Simply put, percentage is a proportion or rate per 100 parts. Examples are 20%, which is equal to 20 over 100, 30%, which is equal to 30 over 100, etc. The next now is changing fractions to percentages. How do we change fractions to percentages? To change a fraction to a percentage, we multiply the fraction by 100. Example 1. Express the following fractions as percentages. A. 3/4. B. 2/5. C. 0.2. Solutions. A. 3/4 equals 3/4 times 100 equals 75. How do we get that? 3/4 equals 3/4 times 100. You divide 100 by 4, you have 25. Multiply 25 by 3, you have 75. That's how we got 75%. B, 2/5 equals 2/5 times 100 equals 40%. We also did the same thing here. C, 0.2 equals 0.2 times 100 equals 20%. The next is changing percentages to fractions. Changing percentages to fractions. To change a percentage to a fraction, divide the percentage by 100. This is like opposite of the other one. Example 2. Express the following percentages to fractions in their lowest forms. A. 10%. B. 1 whole number, 2/3%. Solutions. A. 10% equals 10/100, which is equal to 1/10. 1 whole number, 2/3% equals 5/3, because if you want to convert the mixed fraction 1 whole number 2/3 to an improper fraction, you say 2 times 1, 3 times 1, which is 3, then plus 2, which is 5. So you have 5/3 times 100/1, which is equal to 5/3 times 1/100. You exchange the denominator. You interchange the denominator with the numerator. The next is expressing one quantity as a fraction of another. Expressing one quantity as a fraction of another. To express one quantity as a fraction of another, both quantities must be in the same units. This reduces the fraction. It makes the fraction to come to the lowest form. Example 3. A. Express 5 minutes 30 seconds as a fraction of 1 hour. B. Express 13 weeks as a fraction of 1 hour. A fraction of 1 hour. Solutions. A. 5 minutes 30 seconds all over 1 hour equals 5 minutes and half, 5.5 minutes. You know that 30 seconds is just half a minute. 30 seconds, just half a minute. So when we have 30 seconds, we'll have half there. So 5 minutes and half. So all over 1 times 60 minutes, because there are 60 minutes in an hour. 60 minutes in an hour. So we have equal to 11/2. How do we get 11/2? 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1, 11. 11/2 all over 60/1, which is equal to 11/2 times 1/60, which is equal to 11/120 hour. B. 13 weeks all over 52 weeks. You know there are 52 weeks in a year, which is equal to 14, which is equal to 1 over 4 year. 1 over 4 year. Next is expressing one quantity as a percentage of another. To express one quantity as a percentage of another, ensure that both quantities are in the same units. Example 4. A. Express 200 grams as a percentage of 3 kg, that's 3 kilograms. B. In a quiz, a student scored 40% out of 80. What percentage is this? What percentage is this? Solutions. A. 200 grams all over 3 times 1000 grams. There are 1000 grams in 1 kilograms. So we have 200 grams all over 3 times 1000 grams, which will give us 200 grams all over 3000 grams, which is equal to 1 over 15 grams. Therefore, to convert it to percentage, 1 over 15 grams times 100 equals 6.7%. B. 40 over 80. If you divide 40 by 80, you have 2. If you divide 80 by 40, you have 2. So you have 1 over 2. To convert it to percentage, you have 1 over 2 times 100 equals 50%. 50%. We have come to the end of today's lesson. There is an assignment there with you. You are not supposed to pass the assignment today. You do it at a very good time and submit it in the next class.